And welcome back, everyone, to the latest episode of Stonewalkers, our Cosmere RPG campaign. On our last session, quite a bit happened. After the party had successfully arrived at the Covenant Stone crossroads and ingratiated themselves with the merchants there, they investigated the guarded caravan where they met Palanel, the Herald of War, supposedly, which seemed to fascinate your companion Tarzo. He told you that his mission is to seek one of the legendary honor blades, the weapons of the 10 heralds, to prepare his people and the world for the next desolation and the return of the void bringers. The party, however, after discussing this for a bit, were interrupted by a young girl running in, informing that their wagon had got caught. The party headed out after a brief conversation to go and check that out, and managed to successfully rescue the wagon, giving themselves some credit and some gold and such, or marks and such. They were also ambushed by bandits, and whilst a few of them took some hefty blows, they were able to beat the bandits and took one of them back to the camp, which had also been attacked during their absence. And as part of that, something was stolen, and despite the oncoming storm, Tarzo rushed out into it. The party decided as a group that they were not going to follow because they weren't going to risk their lives in a high storm. However, once the storm cleared, the party went out to investigate and found Tarzo fatally injured, surrounded by a strange stone formation that seemed to protect them from the storm. He explained that they had remind myself the exact wording. The assassins have stolen the honor blade and are led by a golden-skinned man. They were too powerful, seemingly the storm meaning nothing to them. He has made the group promise to find this honor blade, and as part of that, they need to find someone called Liss within the war camps. They swore on a stone and heard a strange voice saying in a heartbroken whisper like gravel, "This oath you will not break." The party returned to the camp, held a simple funeral for Tarzo, and investigated the strange symbol on the dagger that had delivered the fatal blow, which appeared to be a spearhead made into a dagger. It matched the markings on the bandit that you killed as well. Seemingly a symbol of one of the heralds. The party then began their journey towards the war camps, where a strange power flowed into Gale, though one they do not yet quite understand, but they feel physically invigorated and sturdier. Their wounds seemingly healing over the journey almost supernaturally fast, that even their medic of the party, Sigwir, is unable to quite explain. But yes, now the party travel with the merchant caravan and the Kholin army caravan towards the Shattered Plains. With quiet determination, the caravan drives through the unclaimed hills to the Shattered Plains. Here, deep chasms scar the lands, breaking the terrain into an endless expanse of arid plateaus. You travel onward to your destination at the western edge of the plains. 10 enormous craters, each occupy a war camp from which the Alethi wage war against the Parshendi. Further to the west, a small market town collectively serves the camps, and the king's palace looms over them all. Anyone who has the Alethi expertise, which is Sigwyr, Gale, Sigwyr and Gale, know that the 10 high princes are Royan, Sadias, Aladar, Kholin, Vamar, Ruthar, Thanadal, Hatham, Bethab, and Sabariel. I'll put those in the chat as well.
Okay.
You would also know the camp's locations from north to south. Anyone who doesn't have that expertise can technically roll a lore test to recall those names if they wish. So that would be Gale and Rook if they want to, or the other party members can explain.
Oh yeah, I'll let them explain.
Yeah. Gale will point out camps, their locations, who each belongs to, their... I'm assuming he would know like what their main sources, be it trade or that sort of thing. So any sort of information that he deems useful.
Yeah. So you would know. I'll give you this. Dalinar Kholin, the Black Thorn, head of House Kholin, a legendary brutal warrior turned into a seeker of unity and honor. Torol Sadius, head of House Sadius. He is cunning, ruthless, and politically cutthroat. Royan, a traditional high prince allied mostly with Sadius and the Kholins during early campaigns. Aladar, a capable, more honorable military commander. Loradar Vamar, known for being boastful, greedy, and heavily in debt or short on supplies. Ruthar, a stubborn, traditional, and aggressive high prince holding rather conservative Alethi views. Thanadal, cautious and self-serving, often looking to maximize his personal, financial, or political gain. Hatham, a quiet, older high prince who tends to stay out of major conflicts. Bethab, a minor high prince who tends to follow large political currents without standing out. Huranad Sabariel, your patron, Gale, lazy, eccentric, and fond of luxury, but surprisingly pragmatic and honest.
Yeah. All this information sort of Gale will relay.
I'm never going to remember that. But good on you for trying.
Well, there will hopefully be notes being taken by someone.
I mean, in character, I wouldn't remember any of
Yeah.
that. As just someone who's read the books,
Yeah. The Kholin-run camp runs on precision and discipline. The barracks are built into soul-cast stone buildings in straight regimental rows. A section of barracks form a rough circle around a central command complex which houses the Kholin officers and their families. Sergeant Ellar barks orders for the Alethi soldiers to hurry their prisoners to High Prince Dalinar, though the soldiers wait for a nod of approval from Borden before seeing to their task. Borden himself peels away from his troops to offer you a terse farewell. Well, if you want a meal and some rest before you go on your way, you're welcome to join the troops at the mess hall. You've earned that at least. After that, though, what's next for you?
Like, how far away are each of these camps from each other?
That's a good question. They're practically shoulder to shoulder, separated only by short walking distance, rocky terrain, etc. But depending on how they're laid out would depend how long it would take you to, say, get from Kholin to Sabariel.
Thinking sort of at least pay, pop in and sort of pay respects before we, piss off out again.
Yeah. So, see if I can find any. No, I cannot find that exactly. It would take about an hour by carriage to travel between those two war camps. Not impossible, but that's certainly something to you could look at doing.
I feel it's kind of like an honor thing. At least make myself known whilst they're in the area.
I mean, if you mention something like that brought in because you've sort of earned favor, will be, well, I can, if you're not wanting to travel there yourself immediately, I can get word sent to one of the messengers there to let the High Prince know you're back in the war camps, if you like.
If possible, that would be great. I'll sort of scribble a sort of note or something, just let them know.
That is fine. Yes, is there any information I can provide any of you? Some of you are obviously new to the war camps.
Guess we know who's in charge right now.
Yes, that would be
all those names.
Yeah, that'd be High Prince Dalinar Kholin.
Okay.
A black.
What would it take to get an audience with them?
Well, if you had useful information, he might be willing to speak. Your best bet, though, would probably be if you speak to Brightness Patani. She's a scribe for High Prince Dalinar and finds herself a bit of a librarian. As near as you can get on the plains, she might be able to get word to the High Prince if the information's useful to them.
Okay, thank you.
Anything from you, Lortan? Anything you'd like to know?
Not especially. I think I'm just going to go and do as suggested and go into the mess hall, find some food.
Yes, you're more than welcome for that. If you're looking for somewhere to stay whilst in town, I'll also send word to set you up with a room at the Ornery Chull here in camp. And the first night's on me.
Might as well make use of that.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I think we could all do some food.
Yeah, so he'll lead you towards the mess hall, where you can get some food. It's a lot of it's soul cast food, so it's like soul cast grain, so it's not particularly flavorful. but it's filling. Whilst here, you see Sergeant Ellar speaking out loud, seemingly recruiting for an expedition to track down Parshendi scouts.
To what end? Kill them, I assume. Or imprison them?
Essentially, find them, see if they're... It seems like LR seems to think that they're a strike force organizing a squadron to ambush our troops. And would like people to essentially go and deal with them.
Is that something we want to get ahead of? Asking the group.
I don't think something we want to get involved in right this minute.
Okay.
Did we?
The main things I would say you're looking for, you're trying, other than, just trying to settle in, you're also trying to look for Liss, who was Tarzo's contact within the camps, who might have more information. You've also got that symbol to look into. Yeah.
Symbol was, what was the symbol on again?
So the symbol was on one of the bandits, and it was also on the dagger.
That's right.
And it was the symbol of one of the 10 heralds. Also, whilst here, as this is a sort of each of you roll me a perception check.
I perceive my bowl of food.
Yep.
It's been a few days. Food is important.
We have rations.
Yeah.
Rations are not proper food. I mean, this slop isn't proper food either, but it does the job.
Yeah. I'm assuming rations is like jerky and trail mix.
Yeah, something like that.
Actually, to be fair, the jerky probably has more flavour than this.
Oh wow, that one.
Complication.
I'll fight.
I'm just trying to think. What would be... Trying to think what would be an interesting complication for this.
I'll fight.
I'll do what Lortan hears first. So while sitting here, you hear a discussion amongst some of the soldiers. Did you hear about the menagerie? The Phelan showman there's bought some weird chickens from Shinobar.
Chicken.
I was going to say, it's no wonder I overhear this. I heard the word chickens.
Yep.
Talking about how bland this food is. Someone here has chickens?
Apparently so.
Where is this conversation happening?
So there's a small group of young soldiers sitting off to one side, eating their food.
Okay. I'm going to pick up my bowl of bland food. I'm going to go over and join them.
Yeah. Trying to think. What would be a good... You know what, Rook? this food, I say, goes down the wrong hole, and you start coughing and spluttering, and are stunned for a round, which technically doesn't mean anything because we're not in combat, but it'll do. You're just sort of spluttering. But yeah,
This food is bristly.
You hear one of the people, you got the bit with gristle? That's the most flavor. Got hair on your chest or on your head.
Yes. Yeah. Militant humor.
Right, Lord Tan, you go over to these soldiers who sort of raise an eye. It's like, can we help you, lass? No idea
Did I
what
hear
this is.
someone say chickens?
Yeah. Well, the local menagerie, it often has some weird creatures, but there's a Phelan showman there who's bought some really strange ones from Shinovar. It's not often that we get much from Shinovar. They're a bit of a odd one when it comes to their animals. Well, their animals are a bit odd too.
I'm not from round here. I don't suppose you could give me directions.
You can do that. Let's look at the map a moment. Doesn't help. It's not even on the map. What use is that to me? So it's in the outer market, which which is sort of outside the actual war camp itself. It's in that sort of neutral area between them.
Is it anywhere near where we're going to be staying?
Yeah, but it'll be near enough because that's like the main exit. So you'd have to go out there sort of to get there, I think. But I suppose as you're in our war camp, I know you're not wearing the blue, but I should probably say that High Prince Dalinar is quite well-disciplined type. He likes the soldiers and the people to remain disciplined, but well, outside the camp, people are a bit can get a bit reckless. So just keep your wits about you and keep your hands on your marks, because, well, otherwise you'll be quite done by the end of it.
Feel for the poor sod who tries to take them from me.
Yeah, woman after my own heart.
Thank you for the information.
Yeah.
I go back to the table, I put my bowl down, I sit down, and I put my hand on the table firmly. Chickens, you guys! Chickens!
I'd take chicken over whatever the slop they're serving here.
I don't know what you're on about. You just hear a crunch as the scale bites through a lump of gristle.
Turns out it's
I
not
think I've lost my
it's
appetite.
like dried rice.
Whatever it is, it's revolting.
So is that where you would like to go?
To the chicken? To the
See
chicken?
the
farm?
chickens. To see the
Oh,
the
we're also
menagerie.
looking for a contact with the contact in the camp, or are they elsewhere?
They're meant
might
to be
be-
in
might
the
be a
war
chicken.
camp somewhere, but you're not sure where. But considering your contact was a contact with Shinovar and these chickens are from Shinovar, maybe there's a link. Who knows?
Told you. Our contact's a chicken.
Chickens, guys. It's meant to be.
You really have a strong attachment to these chickens, eh?
Look, I saw one when I was very, very small once, okay, and it made an impression. Also, they're delicious.
I suppose in your case, Rook, it's perhaps a feeling of home if they're from Shinovar, so might be something nostalgic about them for you.
But it's also for you, like you're saying this, and it's probably like they're really common for you. But for me, it's like this mythical thing that I've only ever seen like maybe once, twice in my life.
Yeah, I mean,
alive.
For those outside Shinovar, pretty much everything is like the Chull or the Axe Beast. It's all like more insectoid and shelled and stuff. So something as common as a chicken is mad.
I don't think I've ever seen a chicken before.
I saw one once when I was a child, and it's the most amazing thing ever. Honestly, it will change your life.
I can't promise that, but I will agree. They are delicious.
I mean, how many legs does it have? Chitinous, is it? What is it?
I don't spoil the surprise and just go to the menagerie and see for ourselves.
Yep, you can do.
Yeah, sure.
So one. I do not have a map for this, so this will be Theatre of the Mind. But as you exit, there is a medley of painted wagons that forms a half circle outside the crater wall of the war camps. Taking advantage of the beaten path between the High Prince domains, the Thalen ringleader calls out to passers-by. His long eyebrows and beard are dyed blue, and he wears a colourful motley vest. Come see the weird and wonderful fauna from every corner of Roshar, from tiny Kremling to lurching great shell. The man waves towards the cages stacked alongside his wagon. We're rare fish all the way from the Pure Lake. Dare you face the fearsome white spines? Or perhaps you seek the rarest of all, the Shinovar chicken.
Yes. Point me to it.
So you can, he goes, welcome. And he, gestures over to the chickens, where you can see, a dozen colourful Shin chickens. And all of you can make me a deduction or lore test.
Chicken lore. Oh my god. Incredible.
And just for the heck of it, one of them was wearing a hat with a tiny feather in it.
They're both +1, so I'm going to go for lore.
Okay.
I have deduced. Yes, this is a chicken.
So, Gale and Sigweir, you noticed that these are not colourful Shin chickens. They are regular chickens, which, whilst uncommon, aren't as insanely rare as perhaps some think. But, and in some places, possibly in your own hometown, Sigweir, they are even served on dinner plates quite often. But there are two legitimate treasures amongst them. A tiny red-breasted songbird from Shinovar, and, probably the one that you noticed, Gel, a goose from the Horneater Peaks.
Goose.
Incredible.
I know this creature. He'll put his hand over to it. The Hydra Goose attacks.
No, the goose stares at you and honks viciously.
That's a goose.
I will say, Rook, despite your only getting 11, you do recognize the songbird, it being from Shinobar. Though you don't deduce the dyed feathers. You're actually quite surprised at the songbird because it's quite small and it would be unusual for it to be here naturally.
Some of these birds have come a long way from home, it seems.
Ah, yes, I see you have caught the interest of my most prized possession. I won it in a test of wits against a mysterious Shin monk who wouldn't speak.
Wouldn't speak. Does that ring a bell? That's a type of monk or like is there typical monks that take vows of silence? You say like there's those who add, those who subtract, those that are silent.
Roll me.
Those who...
No, roll me an insight check.
Mm, 19.
You realize that there is a deception in his words. He's not telling the whole truth.
How dare. So is it that they don't there are no monks that do that?
You're not aware of any that particularly would do that, but you know that maybe some Shin would refuse to walk with those who walk on stone, but obviously you don't really have an option here. But a Shin monk is interesting because obviously you're looking for someone who had a contact with the Shin.
Yes. Where is this Shin monk? May I ask? I'd much like to see what other wares they have.
Well, I don't know where they are, but I know where their companion was seen.
Pray tell.
There was she sticks in the mind something fierce, a full-figured attractive woman with dark hair, wandering the outer markets somewhere, near, I believe, the Creme Oven Bakery.
There's only one thing better than chicken. That's fresh bread. I think we have our next heading. After you finished.
Hey.
How much for the chicken?
You would dare make me separate from one of my precious chickens?
I would.
They are beyond value. They are beyond the worth of mere marks. But how much are you offering?
You know the price. How you want.
But
Well, marks are helpful, certainly. Particularly particularly if they keep me ahead of Volek, but it's entertainment I hope to provide. It's entertainment I want to provide. What can you trade for one of my chickens?
What can I trade for one of the chickens? Undiluted, apparently I can trade an opportunity.
and I owe you.
I don't really have anything valuable. The most entertaining thing I have is flint and steel, which can make a spark, but
He chuckles slightly. But then you all notice a crew of Phelan struggling to usher a pair of beasts in chains towards a reinforced wagon. Each beast is a larger person with vicious mandibles and a crest of ivory spikes along their backs. White spines. With a piercing screech, one of the beasts throws itself against a stack of axe hound cages, dragging two of the crew along with it. Babsk! One Phelan calls out to Rilvik in panic as the chain slips through her fingers. The other white spine rips its chains out of the ground. Run!
What? It's happening.
It's an opportunity. We stop the thing, we get the chicken.
This is what's happening.
Oh my god. They're actually our chickens.
Yep.
They are the best chickens ever, and I must have one.
The chicken cage has been broken.
Huh?
Sorry, gone, Chris. Sorry, I do apologise.
I was just to say, I thought you only added that for Steph's sake, but it really is chicken juice.
No, I was surprised it's you.
So what cages have been broken?
White spines, which are what those big
The dinosaur things.
Yep.
How many of them are there?
There are two. And I will...
I draw my shield and sword.
Hold on. Mister, we deal with this for you. I have a chicken.
And the goose.
The goose is off limits, but I will give you one chicken per white spine if you can get them back without killing them.
But the goose... They're great alarm animals.
In fact, if you can capture one of them, at least one without killing it, I will give you a special prize.
Right. Who's ready to choke a dinosaur out?
Let's do it. I want my chicken.
No time to waste.
Yeah, let me. I'm gonna have to do it on this map because I do not have a map for this. Because let's have a combat written into the thing, and not give adversaries, animals.
I've decided I want this one chicken. So it's the third one from the right, and he's like tucked under the wing. Look how sad he looks. He needs a new life, guys.
Okay, those are way bigger on this map. That map is not suitable for this. In fact, I never put you into the war camp map. That's silly of me. This is the war camp. But
I'm assuming we're sort of up this way somewhere then.
Yeah, I'm gonna reuse the map we used last combat purely because it just
it makes sense.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, so it's new for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Party members. Why did I just take you off this map? I'm gonna have to put you on. That's silly of me. About 25 feet from the reinforced wagon, so there. I put you guys over here. And activate this map, which is... Why am I not seeing this map? Oh no, that's because I've got that. So, for a better picture, these are what white spines look like.
They're Tyranids.
He's like one of those girls who goes to the nail salon. He's like, look, do you like?
They are large, they are dangerous, and we're going into combat, I guess. So yeah, I suppose I'm gonna put these two on fast because it makes sense because they're rampaging. Who would like to go fast and who would like to go slow?
I'll go slow here. I want to be the first.
Remind me, so slow is...
Slow gives you 3 actions, but you go later in the turn.
Fast
is
only
2 actions, but you would go before them, basically.
Cool. I will go fast.
Okay, you will go fast. Gale, fast or slow?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go fast as well.
Sigwir, fast or slow?
Fast.
Okay. Right, so let's begin the combat. I will activate you first, Gale. Before we start, I'm going to give you all the opportunity to roll me a quick lore check to see what you know about these creatures.
Yep.
Oof. That's a good roll.
I'll take
Wow,
it.
an opportunity as well. Okay.
Go for the eyes. Go for the eyes.
So, what do you know about white spines? They prefer to... No, that's really not good information. That feels really combat-y. But I will give you some of that information as part of this. After white spine. White spines are deadly horse-sized predators named for the row of spikes that runs down the carapace on their backs. They move on 2 legs and have 2 sets of arms with long wicked claws. They possess a pair of tusks that they use to impale prey. After puncturing each of these tusks can snap, remaining stuck inside the wound. Subsequent blood loss and infection can cause serious damage or death. They have large nostrils and rely on their sense of smell, while their small recessed eyes allow for good peripheral vision. Their long-distance sight is very limited. They are, to some extent, ambush hunters. They also enter dormant states and hibernate, even through... and they tend not to do well in captivity. Light-eyed nobles, so that's an Alethi thing, take their dark-eyed retainers to hunt white spines together. While sometimes done for forts, these hunts are also organized when white spines become a danger to human. White spine tusks are prized trophies, and over time their color transition from a bone grey to a polished white.
Okay.
Going into the white spine's den is used as a metaphor for dangerous situations. And people are often compared to white spines to either underscore their unpleasantness or the danger they pose. And wet wine spines also have a notoriously awful smell that can be referenced as an insult. Additional information for the Nat 20, a bit more combat directly related. They don't like being in captivity. They tend to charge at distance weak opponents to use their tusks and then follow up with their claws. They're quick to leave an enemy's reach to charge others with their tusks for extra damage. And they also have the capability to release a foul stench to potentially stun people.
Okay.
And if you use the graze feature on them to do damage, even though you didn't quite make the attack roll, you will take damage as well from their spiked spines, providing you're in melee with them. Which is generally not somewhere you want to be. But yeah, hopefully that helps.
So all of us who are melee fighters do not want to be in melee with them.
Or you don't want to be relying on graze if you're in it.
Gotcha.
We somehow still want to apprehend them and not kill them. It's going to be tricky.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he did only say one of them.
Yep.
Oh, he just wants one kept alive.
Yeah. If you can keep at least one alive, he has an extra reward for you. But if you deal with them, you will get a chicken.
Okay.
So, Gale, what are you doing?
So, I have my sword and shield already drawn from what I said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I have my side sword in my offhand. So I remembered to do that this time round.
Yep.
I will move up sort of here.
Yep.
Let me, which it isn't.
Do long rest, by the way, Chris, because you're still looking battered on the sheet.
Oh, yeah. That was the gristle that did that.
It's not letting me drag my character for movement.
Paused? Shouldn't be.
No, it's just I'm dragging it and then it's just staying there.
Wait. Is there a wall? Try now? What?
Yeah, I can't move my character at all.
Try.
I don't think we have permission over those characters.
You should, because I dragged them out from. On your sheet, just in case it's doing this, click the move action.
Oh no, I can move. That's fine.
Animation requires a target.
Oh no, I see what the problem is. It's not that it's
linked.
No,
It's not linked.
no, it's there is you're inside a tree.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would have moved.
It's very specific.
Up to sort of here.
Yeah. There's walls there. That was running.
Why is the tree walled?
To work as
line of sight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. I was thinking.
I'll move up to here.
Yeah.
And I'll
that's
sort
your
of
first action.
And I will take the brace action, and I'm sort of just gonna sort of like make sound with the side sword against the shield to try and draw them a bit.
Okay, so that's your turn. Lortan.
Cool. I am going to move, and I would like to climb up somewhere higher, so I'm just going to put myself here.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't put myself up there.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, but we'll say you're here.
Yeah, as long as I'm high up, it's fine. And then I'll pull out my crossbow, take a shot.
Okay. I'm apparently drawing walls now.
Wow.
Okay, complication. Your as you fire off the crossbow, you catch your finger in the trigger of the crossbow, and sort of that pinching sensation, and you seeing if there's an actual thing for this. I'll just say you take 1 damage.
Okie dokie.
So I've applied that. Okay, so that was your movement and your action. So, well, your two actions. Sigwear.
Work. I think it's gonna have to possibly stay where I am at the moment,
Okay.
but at the same time, because I haven't got all I've got is really my strike knife, and that's a melee weapon such. So I'm gonna have to.
I mean, you can throw your dagger
Oh.
if you want to.
Yeah, do it.
Target one of the creatures and attack, I guess. You might need to move a little bit closer, actually, because I think range-wise. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you've got the expert trait in it. So, yeah, it's 20 feet you can throw. So, yeah, that should be fine. You could use the graze feature here and spend a focus to do some damage to it. So if you want to deduct a focus from yourself, you don't have a lot, but and I'll apply the graze damage. It growls in anger. Right, and that's your turn. So White Spine 1. I guess it's going to charge at you. Okay. Move the extra. Oh, that's going to be a hit. So, that's going to be a hefty hit, particularly because I need you to make me an athletics check.
What, me?
Yeah. Well, I would need you to make an athletics check, but
You're down. You're down.
Yep, that's 21
What?
damage in a single strike.
Oh!
What is this?
The magic is down.
Yep. Yeah, it hit like a truck. It rolled max damage on both its d8s.
Ow. Lucky bastard.
So yeah, I have an effect for that. Unconscious. Oh god, now I need to actually look at how falling unconscious in combat works, because we've not had this yet.
How exciting.
Yeah. Nope, that's not what I want. Combat. Freedom positioning, no. Falling, no. Hacking. Maneuvers. Help damage. Why is this not in a obvious place? Opportunities in communication. Nice. Right. What's this going to be? It could be an adventuring rather than in combat, where you'd think would be. Damage, injury, and death. Okay. It is an adventuring. You dealt damage, you reduce your thing. Technically, your armor would reduce that by 1 to 20, but that's fine. You become unconscious and suffer an injury.
Yippee.
So, roll a d20.
Has it done it?
No. Try again. It still seems like you're still in here, but it's weirdly not rolled up.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay, that's good. Temporary injury. So this is a flesh wound, which each injury remains until healed. So this would be until after a long rest. You've basically just been impaled upon this thing's tusks. You can describe what you would like that injury to be, and what the effect might be. So it could be, as an example, you are injured, so you would have the slowed condition until a long rest, for example.
I would say I can see it's sort of like face, like a long scar, side like right from the top of their head.
Okay, so we will. In which case, based on that, I would say this is gonna give you the disorientate condition. So basically, you can't use reactions. Your senses count as obscured, and perception tests gain a disadvantage. Alright, now I also need to see what happens here. Each time where you take damage while at 0, you suffer another injury, and if your injury doesn't kill you, you remain unconscious until you regain health or choose to regain consciousness. Described in condition. Let me just check how this works. While unconscious, your movement rate becomes 0. You can't move or communicate, and you're unaware of your surroundings. When you gain this condition, you also fall prone, which is what it would have done anyway if you'd failed the athletics check. And you drop anything, you can't. If you're a PC, you can choose to regain consciousness at the end of your turns without using an action, but other creatures will sense you're conscious, so you can probably best to wait for healing, I would say, rather than choosing to wake up, but you are unconscious. And thank God these things don't get multi-attack. Well, technically,
doing this in trade for a chicken, not for our lives.
Technically, they do get multi-attack, or they would, but this one went fast, so that's fortunate. Law Pan was the other one that sort of tried an actual attack on them. So I guess, but I'm going to say that didn't charge straight 15 feet towards you, because it had to sort of go round. So it won't get its bonus on this, but it will still, I think that might be a miss. That is a miss. So it charges at you and misses. Which brings us round to Rook's turn.
Okay. Is there any nets, lassos of that kind that I can utilize? I know we come from the war camp.
So the
like if there's a rope, or even something like that.
So
because we.
So there's chains, there's probably some ropes. They would obviously chain to manage to like break loose. You can also see that the wagon itself that they were trying to get it to is open, and these do seem to charge at people.
Good. Yeah. Good matador into the wagon. That's a cool idea too. At the moment though, they seem firmly enraged by our allies. Yeah. Okay. Is this? Should we say like this is the wagon? Or is that just?
Yeah. Say this is the wagon, because they're meant to start 25 feet away from it, which they did.
Okay. Can I then? If that's the case, try to maneuver around them.
Yeah.
And try to lure the one that has or Sigwear impaled.
Yeah.
I got three actions. Okay. So can I get all the way to here?
Yeah. Yep. That would be 2 movement actions.
Okay. Then for the final action, I'm going to try and taunt it.
Yeah. In which case, in this one, this will actually benefit you because it is a deception check.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Yeah. I'll let you know what. These guys, they seem to be like chasing after the chickens at first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'll make some chicken noises to taunt this thing.
Okay. Okay, that's no 11. That's unfortunately not quite success. They seem more interested in these people who have done damage to it. But it does seem, you would also say that attacking them seems to draw their ire.
Certainly. Okay. All right. Yeah, I just didn't want to try and kill them since we get reward. All right. And they look tough as nails. So. All right. Well, my chicken impression isn't all that it was cracked up to be. Good luck, everyone.
Right. Next round. So obviously Sigwear has to go slow because that's part of being unconscious and stuff. But Lortan and Gale, do you want to go slow or fast?
I'm gonna have to go slow so I can try and get Sigwear up if I have anything to do that with.
You don't have the right abilities for healing others, so your best bet would be to like pick them up and drag them away. Lortan, fast or slow?
I'm gonna go fast.
Okay, so that puts you up first. This one, as it's now in range, I'm gonna make it go slow, I think. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna make them both go slow, I think. That makes sense. Alright, so you're up first, Lortan.
Okay. I'm potentially going to try something a little bit on the crazy side.
Okay.
I would like to. Is it part of an action to get something out of my bag, or?
Equipping a weapon. I think that would be your interact action.
Not a weapon. What I want to do is essentially I'm higher up, so I kind of want to jump on this one's back.
Yeah.
And sort of chuck a blanket over its eyes and kind of grapple it, like try and wrangle it.
So retrieving something from your pack is an action.
Okay. Well, we'll work on jumping on it and grappling it for now.
Okay, so you move. In fact, purely because it doesn't really matter at this point because they've gone slow, I'll say you also go slow and I'll put you, which gives you the 3 actions. So you can then move. Actually, let me just read grapple a moment. No, you can do that on a slow, so on a fast. So it will be both your actions to attempt to grapple, and it will be an athletics check.
Okay.
Against their physical defense.
I do have a thing under basic actions that says grapple. Do I use that or do I use...
Yeah. If you target them and do grapple, then hopefully it will...
Target that one, and then grapple. That's a 10.
Have anything next to that did not add correctly, because that should have been 12, because you have a +2 to athletics, so that's clearly bugged, but that's not enough, unfortunately. You attempt to grapple, but you're unable to do so. Take that, actually.
Shit, that's a turn to do that.
Remind me, what do focus points do? What are they for?
That's an actual really good point on this one. I don't know how that interacts with this. So you can use focus. One thing for some of skills use focus points like decisive command, dodge.
Yeah, that's why I was asking because I can see those on here. But
yeah, let me see if there's anything in regards to grapple. You went slow, you technically could have gained advantage on it by doing something unexpected. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna, purely because I liked your idea, and because I can, because I'm the DM, I'm gonna say that you did go slow. Your turn. You can, with, let's see, what skill would it be? I'll say give me a survival check and we'll see if you're able to get advantage on your grapple.
Probably not, but we'll go for it anyway. 12.
I'm going to say that's enough in this case. So, because that would probably go against their... It meets, it beats, because I'll say that goes against their cognitive. So you can re-roll your grapple. So just roll me a d20 plus 2.
Nope.
Unfortunately not. You managed to sort of get the blanket over their eyes, but the spike sort of...
Am I at least on its back?
Sure.
That's the only thing I want at the moment. As long as I'm on its back.
I'll say you're on its back for now. But it might knock you off, depending.
That's fine.
Okay. Purely due to the way it went last time. Yay, or what are you going to do?
Speech is a free action as long as it's not over the top, right?
Pretty much, yes.
So I'm going to shout down towards Rook to get ready to dodge.
Oh, right. I don't like where this is going.
And I will raise to my full height with sword and shield in hand and I am just going to bellow and make like the most guttural sort of animalistic screech at this creature to try and scare it down towards the... Yes, to try and scare it down towards the carriage.
Okay, intimidation is based on will. You don't have a way to enhance your will, I don't think. Just checking in case you do. What is? I'm just looking at because we're all learning here.
Yeah, enhances combat.
Your decisive command is. Yeah, so you can't really. Okay, so give me. Okay, let's play this. Give me a survive. We'll say you can use an action to gain advantage. You've said like rearing up to your height, etc. Give me a survival check with advantage. And I'm going to say this is your opportunity from earlier when you...
Stupid question, how do I give myself advantage on a roll?
So when you click on the thing, there's the little dice symbol, and if you left click, it's advantage. If you right click, it's disadvantage. Okay, so that is successful. Yep. So now you can roll your intimidation check at advantage. Which goes against intimidation goes against. How does intimidation go against spiritual or cognitive?
It's will, cognitive ability.
Yeah, I'm just so it uses your that, but is it in? Is there avoid danger, aid, strike, use a skill. Using a skill. This would be helpful if I knew this. Defenses. So. Yeah. I think this would go against cognitive, because you're not really affecting their spirits, you're using willpower, and I would say that would go against their will, so it meets it beats. So you do successfully intimidate. So on their turn, they're going to probably... Yeah, on their turn, they're going to do something. But
that's two of my...
Yep.
And the third one is I will sort of, while this has now been sort of spooked, I will sort of grab, not sort of throw her over his shoulder like a sack of potatoes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, just sort of stand there, like, shield up still.
Okay, so that's fine. So that I'll say that's your actions.
Yep.
We will go to we will go to Rook.
Okay. So do I think this thing's about to run back to me?
He's intimidated and it looks ready to retreat. Could potentially, and based on the fact these things seem to like straight lines, it might do that.
Might go straight here. Okay. That's that one. Can I shoot the other one?
You can shoot the other
with
one.
A short bow.
Yep.
Okay. I'll have to switch weapon.
It would be an action to do so.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is a hit. Nice solid hit.
Nice. They're good. Right in the butt. And the hind leg. And
it lets out a bellow.
I'll make it obvious that I was the one that did that. Give like a little wave as it's maybe turning around. And then I guess if I can, I just want to try and wait my last action to just dodge out of the way when it comes to me. I guess I guess that's a reaction, isn't it? Because you can reaction dodge, can't you?
Yeah, but dodge. I suppose in this case you're more readying an action to move.
Yeah.
So you'd be using the ready action, such as the creature charging towards you. Yeah.
Ready, yeah.
Okay.
Ready.
Creature 1. This one. Right, so the first thing it's going to do is it is going to release its pheromones, which I think gets you all, actually. It does. Fine, give me back my action. Right. Didn't do anything. I need the two of you who are awake to make a discipline. Actually, sorry, I forgot, Sigway. On your turn, do you choose to wake up? Okay, so you are no longer unconscious, but you are back at 1 HP. You're still prone. You're still disorientated due to the injury. So I need all three of you to make me a discipline test.
Does that include me?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. That's really good. I've got something for that.
My rolls tonight, you guys.
That's a failure, so this might actually work in your favor, weirdly.
No.
Oh look, we've got a natty 20, the middle ground, and a natty 1.
Oh god. God, it's got some suggestions here, but I'm not doing one of them because no, because its suggestion was to add another creature into the combat. Already, like, so
it doesn't say it can't be a creature in our favor.
As a complication does. It use the scent of this sort of makes you struggle and you fall onto the back of the creature as it begins to charge away towards the cage.
I was holding them.
Yep, they wiggled out of your grip as the complication.
God damn it.
I will give you something for your opportunity in a moment, but let me target both of them. There you go. So use 2 of its actions. These have 30 or 40. These have 40. So it charges straight, basically onto. It's automatically doing difficult terrain there. Just test this a moment. Sorry.
Is the mud pit difficult?
Yeah, the mud pit's not actually there.
Yeah, but didn't you use the same map?
Yeah. Nope, I think it might have just been because I've been moved stuff back and forth. So it charges basically almost it ignores you and charges past you, this one, Rook, and you're readying for the other one, but it doesn't quite get to the cage this turn, but you do see Sigway on its back. The other white spine, now that Technically you're stunned, so it would almost be tempted to go for you, but it's gonna ignore you. You can technically get a reactive strike on this one if you wish, Gale. But
I mean, it's doing a runner because it's been hit. I'm not touching it.
I mean, I'm technically on its back. Am I still holding on, or am I thrown away?
In this case, I'm going to say that you fall off its back.
Okie
That's
dokie.
part of it, because sort of the stun, you lose your grip, whereas Sigwyr has sort of just landed awkwardly on it, like almost like tangled up.
That's fine. I just wanted to clarify, because obviously I was on its back. That's fine.
Yeah, so it moves 25. It moves another 10. You're now moving out the way, right, Rook?
Now I'll use my held action to dive out of the way.
It's through its companion. And you know what? Just this is where your opportunity is going to come into effect, Gale, I think. Yep. This one is sort of so skittish that it's sort of already moving in that direction. So as this one charges, it knocks the other one, and they're not. They're both inside the cage, but Sigwyr is on their back.
Well, crap.
So, fast or slow, everyone?
Fast.
Yeah. Fast or slow, Gale?
I mean, to do anything, I'm going to have to go slow because the distance.
Yeah. Lortan, you're stunned, so let me just remind myself what stunned actually does in this system. You lose any reactions, and on your turn, you have 2 fewer actions. And you're stunned until the start of this thing's next round, so I think I read that right? Until the end of its next turn. God, these things are brutal. So either if you go fast, you have no actions, Lortan. If you go slow, you have 1 action.
Okay, so I can still take an action.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then Sigwyr, fast or slow?
I would probably say I want to say fast. Yeah.
Probably a good idea, so you definitely go before these. I'll keep these on slow because they're probably going to want to do something on their turn to get out. So I'm going to put Sigwyr up first, unless anyone has any objections, just to see if they manage to worm their way out of this. So there is a role for this situation. Weirdly, if one of you's in the cage with them. Which I didn't think was going to come up, but so you need to make me an agility check to try to get out of there. Because you're going fast, you've only got 1 action, so you will also need to use your other action for movement. So,
okay.
Yep. So give me that agility check.
Okay. It has just frozen me.
Do you want me to roll for you?
Can you, please?
Do I have the DM's curse?
Hey.
I do not.
Woohoo!
That's an actual success.
Yay.
Means you managed to crawl out at half movement.
It's the adrenaline.
You literally get to there, right by the door. Rook.
Okay. Can I try and close this door and chain it?
So you can move up to it and attempt to chain it, and it is a thievery check.
That is fortunate, right?
You're pretty good at those.
Yeah, that's thievery. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at those. All right. Yeah. No.
That is not a success. You know what?
Can I try again?
I'll say, roll me the plot die. I'll say you could have raised the stakes on this if you want to, because this is a dangerous moment.
Yeah, sure. One plot die coming up.
Unfortunately, it does nothing. You are unsuccessful this round.
Okay. If I still have... No, I went quick to 9 of mine. It's my turn. Damn it! I'm fumbling here. Can't tie a knot in a chain as easily as a rope.
Gale even. Sorry, not Rook.
So, I have a question. Decisive command, can I use it on myself, or is it specifically an ally?
I think it's specifically an ally, but let me check. Yeah, it says choose an ally.
Okay, that's fine. So, I will move once, twice.
Yep.
And I'm going to try and secure the gate.
Yep, thievery check.
Come on, +3. No, +3, not roll a 3.
Unfortunately, that is also a fail.
Shit.
Brace
the door.
You're out of actions.
Yep.
No way. Yep, so...
Yep. 2
Lord
for movement, and then that.
With your one action, do you have any ideas?
Only things that are going to make them angry and charge. So...
Throw a chicken.
Can I? No, I can't because you're all too far away from me.
One thing you could do, I'll make the suggestion, is there are technically scared NPCs about. You could try to convince one of them to using a skill to probably leadership to.
I was going to use through the fray. So it says you skillfully spot opportunities to gain the upper hand, coordinating your allies as they spring into action. However, they're not 20 feet from me.
No.
So, I can't do that.
But you could to an NPC.
I can.
Action.
This is annoying. As again, both of my Vita thingies meet my allies within 20 feet of me.
Yeah.
Which is really annoying. Okay, let's try and... are there any other, like, soldiers milling about, or...
Okay, I'm gonna have you roll me a d20 for that.
It's an 11.
Yes, there is one soldier who sort of, at this point, I'm going to say, strolls in. Perhaps just like, hello, what's going on here then? Oh shit, white spines.
You don't just stand there, get at the gate, close the thing!
Okay, roll me
Intimidate him.
Roll me either an intimidation or a leadership check, depending on how you're going about this.
I mean, my intimidation is higher, so considering my rolls, I think I need the...
And you can raise the stakes should you wish.
I think the stakes were already high enough, thank you. Right. That's a 13.
Against his... That's actually enough against his cognitive defense. So he's like, all right, keep your air on.
Now then.
He's just... I'm going to say he's just got enough movement to get there, so... Let's see, thievery check, which in his case would just be speed. Let's see if anything anyone can do as a reaction to assist as he does this. Because there are other things. Dodge, reactive strike. Okay, I didn't actually know that this was a thing, but we'll say you can. Now, if you want to, any one of you, I will say, can spend a focus to give him advantage on this roll by using the aid reaction.
I've got 6 focus, so I can do that if... I think I gained 1 extra because of something I took.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'll burn 1.
Okay, so he will get advantage on this. Rolling. Speed check, no. That would be useful. Brilliant. Okay. 2d20, keep highest plus 2. The advantage came in clutch. He sort of comes over and goes, "Oh, damn these Phelan locks! I haven't dealt with these lot before." And then you sort of give him some sort of pointer after you fiddling with it, and he manages to get it secured. And haha! I am the brave hero. I successfully defeated 2 white spines all by myself.
Try to take credit.
And that will end the combat.
Teammate.
Yep.
We bled for this.
Yep. Well, you did a great job there. You not only managed to capture one of them, you managed to capture both. This calls for a special treat. You'll get your chicken. That chicken will have a fancy hat. And perhaps even more impressively, I'm going to give you one of the prized creatures from my he is going to give you his prized axe hound.
Whoa.
And this is where another set of rules comes into effect, which I have read but cannot remember for the life of me. You can befriend and train this, which would allow you to also meet the prerequisites for the Hunter's Path Animal Bond talent, should you go that way. These will still be controlled by me, but unless you have an ability to dictate their actions. But your animal companion will generally act in your best interest. Just seeing if there's anything else. It's actually... so you now have a pet. You now have an animal companion axe hound, which... now that you've recovered from your stun, Lortan, as you look like the biggest, or Gale. I'll say, because you got a full dose of the stun, he gives the leash to you, Lortan, for the axe hound. Fine, you can have the chicken and I'll give it. Fine, you
can have the axe hound. I want the chicken.
Fine, you get a chicken. You can add it somewhere to your sheet.
With his fancy hat.
Yes. And beneath the fancy hat, as the party walk away, you find, and how he had this under his hat, who knows, 50 marks.
Magic money-making chicken.
That's a point, actually.
Are they infused or are they done?
Yeah, they're infused.
We're not going to tell the keeper about this, are we?
About what?
No.
50 marks. It probably is.
About what?
Oh, right. Yes, good. Yes, good. Wink.
Oh, man, you have to change it one by one. This is going to take me a while. Give me a second.
Yeah, it's a bit. He asked for that.
If you could hear the speed of the clicking.
Do I actually have a thing for this? I do. I actually have a token for this guy. So, and the art is from the thing, but this is what he looks like.
There's some snazzy eyebrows, dude.
Yep, that's a Phelan for you.
But yeah, if Lortan could smile, she would be.
Yes.
If she could smile.
Yeah, she doesn't smile.
Oh.
I will duplicate an axe hound and put it in your party lists, I guess.
Now, does the chicken come under weapons, equipment, or loot?
I'll say loot in this case.
Okie dokie.
And it seems to be looting as well. Right, Gale. As the person who's been given this axe hound, what would you like to name it?
So it did cross my mind.
Reminder that this is what an axe hound looks like to some extent.
What, a person running and screaming?
No, I just showed her the axe hound copy. Should have shown.
No.
I got the person running and screaming, James.
Now?
Now it has, yes. I got this guy come up.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't know. They're weird.
Yeah, or for a more perhaps adorable art. Put it in the group chat.
That's a very cute bit of art.
That's adorable. They've got 6 legs.
Yep.
Creepy.
I don't know. It's adorable.
What's its personality like?
Yes, that's a very good point.
Is it quite tame, or is it like?
I mean, it's his prized one that he's been raising. So
Gotta roll on the Pokemon Nature's chart.
I'll pull out a piece of jerky for it.
It happily bites. It's friendly and playful. And it makes weird trumping sounds with its unique 2-voice echoing. Yes. They act a lot like 6-legged dogs. They love to play fetch, lick and nip people to perfection, and can recognize familiar human voices. Right now, you're going with this lot. They've earned it by bringing back my prized white spines. They're going to make me a pretty penny, and they're much more interesting than Volix's white spines.
I'm just going to bend down and scratch it under the chin.
It shakes one of its hind legs and makes a little happy humming sound.
I feel like, considering Gale's name and the length of it, it should be something like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Yeah, it's going to be some really long, convoluted name and just shortened to, like, I don't know, 6-leg or something. I don't know. I'll have a think and let you know, James, because I'm awful.
Yeah.
You know me long enough. I'm awful when I'm put on the spot for things like that.
I know. That's why I did it.
Rude.
I normally just run into a name generator and go, that would do, but there isn't one for this.
One would be the thing up. Alright, well, after that luck coming around and saving the day, I'm going back to the gambling den. He starts wandering off.
Figures. Well, I hope you're happy. Mortan. Nearly lost Sigweir's life in that ordeal.
Yeah, Sigweir, how are you reacting now that you've survived, barely? You're currently probably bleeding, like, out of one eye, over one eye, you're half blinded.
She's kind of more... She's invigorated because it's like her first proper war wound. But at the same time, she's like, in her head, she's thinking, why did I leave the library? Why? And at the same time, she's going to apply first aid to herself.
When Greg says, oh, we nearly lost Sigweir for this chicken, I'm going to come over to Sigweir, to put my hand on her shoulder and just be like, I will buy you any book that you want.
I will hold you to that.
Agreed. It's only fair.
Alright, let me look at how a medicine check works.
This fight has highlighted a serious concern. We don't have a way to heal Sigweir if they go down. It's all well one of us going unconscious, but how do we help you, Sigweir, if worse comes to worse?
I would say basically just try and go through my loot.
Maybe we buy an extra medical kit.
Yeah, so just to sort of explain how the healing mechanic works, I guess, because I'm actually just looking at your sheets. Yep. So the healing in combat, if you have at least one rank in medicine, which none of the rest of you have. Oops. So what this might be is an opportunity through downtime activities, etc., to essentially learn how to do medicine from Sigweir, perhaps. Realizing that none of you have any real knowledge and that's probably not a good thing. Though I would say any small grazes that Gale had, they took no actual damage, seem to have healed now. I'm also going to say, being someone of the more seedy underworld sort of thing, if you're looking for information and you now got some money to play with, gambling might not be a bad idea to win information or find out more less reputable information, perhaps. But that's just something you might consider. Not saying you have to do. You've obviously got a lead, but it isn't quite much of one other than full-figured woman went to bakery.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think probably go there first anyway, since it's less and less likely she will be at the bakery.
Yeah.
If we wait any longer.
Yeah, I will also say, thinking about it, if what Rilvik said is correct, he did technically win the chicken by gambling, so perhaps a gambling den would also be a place to find more information about this Shin traveler.
I was going to say more chickens, but yes.
But yeah, you can head towards the Creme Up and Bakery should you wish. which I think yeah, so as you're doing this, we can technically do this. Let me just find it. Okay, no, I don't think that would trigger yet. So yeah, so you can go look towards the bakery. You would need to find it first. But so as you're probably helping Sigwear through this, you are probably asking for information on where this bakery is, I would assume?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me check something, because as you're asking about, this could technically trigger, I believe. So, okay. What's everyone's spiritual defense?
14, I think. Yes.
14.
16? 16?
Oh, you've got the highest, so this is going to roll against your spiritual defense. Okay, you actually noticed this. Interesting. So, as you are moving between and asking about this, it's taking some time. People seem perhaps a little untrusting, perhaps. But you noticed a bedraggled man with long wet hair leaning out from the side of a bunker, fiddling nervously with a knife. His gaze seems to closely follow it, and once you seem to spot him, his eyes widen and he begins to turn tail and scamper down the alleyway.
That's suspicious. I'm gonna try to ghost them.
Okay, so you're gonna try.
Shadow them.
Yeah, so you're gonna try to shadow them. Okay. Would you let the others know, or are you being right back?
Saying that aloud, like that's suspicious. I'm certain that man is onto us. Either that or they want me to follow them. I will say to the others, you can follow me, but stay far behind. I don't want you to necessarily get noticed.
Yeah. So, this is going to be essentially pursuit endeavor. So it's going to be a skill check to basically get close to them and keep close to them. So he has ran into a crowded market street. So you, how would you like to navigate the crowds?
Well, I'm quite nimble and slim.
So you're going to try to weave through them?
I imagine, I will try to weave through them.
Okay.
Looking for spaces and avoiding the more idle citizens.
Okay, give me an agility check. It's going to be against his 13. Okay.
Whoa.
Ooh. Unfortunately, you're trying to get through, and the crowd's quite busy, and for a moment you lose track of him, and he's managed to get a bit of distance from you. But you might be able to... Is there anything else you could do? Perhaps there's rooftops. You could look for gaps, maybe.
Let's see.
He's basically darting through alleys, darting through crowds, so you could maybe try to...
Is he going in a straight direction, or does he look like he's trying to like go through?
He looks like
is he trying to avoid me?
Yeah, that seems to be what he's doing.
Okay. I got a crazy idea. Going across rooftops, but I do have lockpicks. And could I basically get a shortcut by going through someone's house and then jumping out through their back door effectively, coming out like trying to cut them off by going through the buildings rather than the people.
Give me a deduction check.
Yeah, sure. Same again. With the ace. Seriously.
Oh, that's an extra success. You managed to move through someone's house, seemingly finding an empty building to move through. You're lucky, and managed to come out a bit closer to him. You're about the same distance as when you started, but you've got the opportunity to try to do this some more, move through more buildings if you would like to. Or
yes, I would. I think this is because I think he's trying to look behind him, and I'm just going to try and cut him off. So I kind of go out, both going out of sight of him and getting ahead of him at the same time.
Okay. Right. So roll that again. It's going to be rolled against his.
Okay. I do have tools. Is that adding anything to this?
It's more what's allowing you to do it, I would say, in this case.
All right. Another deduction.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, much better.
Yeah, that's good. Much better than his. You've managed to you weave your way through a building, dodging amongst the crowd, finding the perfect route, diving through a window, and blending once again in with the crowd. And you're now much closer to him, but still a little bit of distance.
Okay. So. Want to try and obviously apprehend him, but maybe do it in a way that's like almost accidental. Is there like like a large basket or a large pot that's
so you want to
nearby
try to get close and then knock something on him. Okay.
Accidentally basically. I'm transporting this large pot and then accidentally drop it on his head.
Okay. Give me a survival check, I'll say.
Okay.
Put this against his.
I've rolled
you an 8.
This isn't Witchlight.
Yeah, this is Witchlight. You'd be a god by now or something. What else would have? He's a spy. Seeing if I've got a sheet for him, because I've been rolling based on. Yeah, there you are. Right. Yeah. This guy has. Yeah, I'm gonna. It's a higher thing, but he doesn't have an advantage on it, so. Yeah. So. You don't quite manage to get the pot on him, but as you pretend to trip and stumble. The pot goes flying and sort of makes him stumble and trip, slowing him down, allowing you to get closer. I'll say you're now one successful roll away from being able to corner him.
Okay. I'll if I've put the pot over his head.
Yeah.
Right.
And
he's got like. That's what I'm trying to do. Is like, is he tripped up, or is he?
Yeah, he more sort of tripped and stumbled and lost his footing and is perhaps scrambling back up off his feet.
Okay. Then in this case, I want to try and fully put him in, like in the basket or in the pot, whatever. Okay. And I will try to then roll him away into an alleyway.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
Yeah, okay. This is gonna be good. I can't roll badly all the time. Hey, there we go. It's 15.
Okay. And I guess this will be... I'll do this as an opposed grapple check. I don't know if that's how they work, but it's how I'm going to run it because I don't want to go look up rules again so quickly. And he doesn't get bonuses on this, so... Oh!
No bonuses? Oh, he does have a bonus.
No, he doesn't get advantage. If he'd used agility, he'd have had advantage.
Okay.
But he manages to just dodge out of the way. I'll say he hasn't managed to gain any distance from you, but he's now more aware you're actively pursuing, and he's like,
why are you running?
Why are you chasing? Huh? I didn't do nothing.
Clearly. An innocent party doesn't run unless they have something to hide.
Let me just read what his personality is again, because I do have it. Because how I play him could give you ideas, I imagine. So, And I'll tell you what I'll do is as I'm saying this, I will I'll draw the I want it to kind of be discreet if we're kind of in the open. Yeah, so you're going for more of an intimidation sort of thing.
I won't draw my weapon, but I basically will pull aside my overcloak and gesture towards like my sidearm. It's like there underneath it.
Okay, as this is
side sword.
As probably threatening with violence probably might draw attention if it's done. I'm gonna say
that's why I don't want to draw it fully.
Yeah, you can roll me an intimidation check and raise the stakes.
Why am I trying things I'm not even good at? That's the question. It's not good.
It's an opportunity though.
Okay.
It's a failure probably, but
I've got an idea for the opportunity. If I can. I may not be successful in intimidating him, but me kind of scuffling with him, trying to get this on his head has given the chance for someone else to have caught up at this point. Because I mentioned like you can trail behind me, but like don't give away. Well, it's given away now. And at this point, they can probably see that I'm like in an altercation, and one of the other party could step in.
Yeah. So in this case, I'm not going to say it's an outright failure straight away. Gale or Lortan, one of you tell me what you would do now that you've got the opportunity to catch up and intervene with this.
I mean, how intimidating would it be to have someone just sort of click and point with an axe hound next to him?
Yeah, you could definitely give me an intimidation check to try to reinforce.
Outrunning that guy. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Yeah, just sort of clicks with with his teeth and sort of Let's see what we do.
So well trained.
God damn it.
Damn.
8.
Not well trained.
But I am going to say, roll again, because I'm just going to say the Axe Hound will have given you advantage on this, because that's...
Thank you.
Can I also, just in case, use decisive command? Because then he gets
Yes, you can.
D4 if he needs it.
Go for it. So you can spend, I think it's a focus.
It is one focus, so let me mark.
So you spend a focus, so now re-roll your intimidation and add a D4.
Do I put that in the temporary bonus, or...?
Yeah, I think so. Also going to take you back to the war camp, because that's the map you should be on.
Let's see if that works now. Oh. God
11. Okay. Bedlin. Okay. Because this is... I'm gonna roll a check for this to see if he can deduce whether this is an actual threat or not, I suppose. He manages to spot a point of escape and manages to get a bit of distance from you and is running again. But now the entire party is chasing them, so you can all have a turn to do something. So I'll start with you again, Rook, because you're obviously...
I say, tempted to give up with this guy. I'll try cut him off again.
So you're gonna go for a house.
Yeah. I'll go through another house.
Okay, roll me that D20 plus. Yeah, roll me your deduction check.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bump into the bakery after all. I'm like, this is where I needed to be.
Okay, so an opportunity for him should probably be a complication for you. As you dive out of this building, and as you're running, he slices the back of one of the wagons carrying some barrels, and barrels start rolling towards the party and also towards crowds. It increases the distance back to 3, which is basically where you started.
Jeez. Guy.
He's really determined to lose you, but that's increased the distance of 3. Sigweir, you're obviously quite battered, so potentially not doing a huge amount in this, but is there anything you'd like to do to help?
I would say possibly trying to keep up with the guys, really.
Okay, so you're just trying to keep up. You're not... Yeah. Okay, so Gale, what would you be doing to assist to try to catch this guy?
Have we run back in towards the camp? Yes.
It's sort of going all over the place through like the outer markets and stuff. I
wonder if this would work. I'll keep running with like the axe hound sort of chasing me. And at the top of my lungs, I'm going to shout, "Someone grab that thief."
Leadership check.
He stole my time.
Oh, come on. That's the one thing I'm good at.
Hey. Well, he
in the name of... Sorry, go.
Nope.
For fuck's sake.
Distance is at 4. Lord Tan. What would you like to do?
Okay, we want to catch this guy, or...
Yeah, that seems to be the plan.
I mean...
I want to kill this guy, that's right.
it's kept him alive, not necessarily unharmed.
That is true.
You have a crossbow, don't you?
I do have a crossbow.
But you are
we
in
are in a crowded
war camp.
place.
Yeah, good point. Good point. I forgot about that.
I will. How far does he get before we can't keep up with him?
If there's one more failure, he'll disappear into the crowds and you'll lose him.
Okay.
Recognize this music.
Doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to attempt to chase him down and like rugby tackle him to the ground.
Okay. You're having to move through the crowd, so go for agility, I guess, to try to get nearer to him.
15.
That's pretty good. Is it good enough?
How does he keep rolling 21s?
Unfortunately, as you charge at him and try to dodge the rolling barrels and everything and try to grab hold of him, he's gone, disappeared in the crowd. Whoever he was, it seems he was good enough to escape.
It's my fault. It's my fault, really. I should have had you all jump in earlier, but I was trying to keep a low profile.
As a thought, James, how good is an axehound's sense of smell for tracking?
You'd have to have something of his for tracking, and you don't have anything of his in this case.
I tumbled around with him.
Yeah.
I don't know if that. What about the basket? He tripped
Unfortunately, because you've got to the 5, there isn't a way to that sort of failing of the endeavor.
Alright.
Worth a try.
Worth a shot. Possible something you could try if we have one of these again in the future adds one of the ways to narrow down the gaps and stuff. Or
yeah, I'll just reach out and scratch his chin.
Yeah, but as you continue to ask around, you do eventually find the way to the Creme Oven Bakery. The bakery is a dilapidated stone building, still wet with creme on its stormward side. A chimney bellows thick smoke from the leeward side, and the warm glare of firelight emanates from the open windows. Inside, a dark-haired, full-figured woman watches you with a keen eye. She wears a black dress, emerald jewelry, and fashionable practical blues. Calmly gripping a bread knife, she calls out, "So, you finally came for me. Speak carefully, whoever you are, or I'll show you how well I use this knife." This is what you see.
Right. We are friends of a friend. No need for hostilities. Is there anyone else around us?
At the moment, I will say, let me just see. Does it say? I'll say that the bakery is empty other than them.
Okay. That's good. Well.
You, she points to Rook. I have a feeling I know what you're interested in. It's one of two things. And it's whether... which one is it, I wonder? So, tell me what you're here for.
What was the name of
Tarzo.
Tarzo, that's it. I'll say we are, or rather, we were friends of Tarzo.
So that one. Yeah. That's the more useful one. But why should I believe you? You're a Shin like him, but Shin are I've dealt with good Shin, I've dealt with bad Shin, so
it's very well. It's true. You have nothing more than our word. And as I say emphasis on the word, I'll look towards to Gale and say the oaths we took.
Yep,
perhaps
Gale
can...
Yes.
Go ahead.
Very good. Other, he'll reach out from his, or down the front of his shirt and pull out the stone that he tied. Which has his bloody thumbprint on it.
Yeah. May I hold said stone?
Of course. He'll take it off and hand it to her.
She holds it for a moment. Well, little stone, what do I trust them? And she seems to think for a moment, almost keeping her eyes on you all, never lowering her guard, and then she hands it to you. So, what happened to Tarso and his stone shaman contingent?
Well, he ran out into the storm, wasn't it?
That's what happened to Tarso. Yeah, he ran out after some people who had stolen what he was looking for.
Yes. Without obviously giving away what it was he was looking for in case.
That fucks things up a bit, don't it? Someone's got the honor blade.
Yes.
I see. And we don't need to beat around the bush. You know how dire the situation is.
Yeah.
Tarzo's dying words were to seek you out.
You can call me Liss. I'm a specialist in keeping an eye on things, if you catch my meaning. I work with clients who value discretion. Though, if you speak to the right people, they know me by another name, but I'll keep that to myself for now. Let's see if you're smart enough to work it out. I can, is there anything odd about these assailants?
We didn't get to see them. We just know that they somehow knew exactly what it was that was being kept.
You also were told there was a gold-skinned man.
That's right. Well, there's also this symbol we found on one of the blades.
Yeah, now that's a symbol of one of the heralds, so it could be. Seems whoever it is got a bit of an interest in the honor blade, because that blade means power you could only dream of. More than a shard blade, more than any shard plate, more than kingdoms. That kind of risk, you need connections. Yeah.
Can you help us?
Well, if we want that blade, our best bet is talking to its old owner. I reckon he can point us in the right direction. Trouble is, he's a babbling mess who ain't got anything useful to say. As if in answer...
Speaking of the prisoner.
Aye, the herald himself, if you believe the rumours. It is supposedly his blade, so if anyone knows about it and can get us there, it'll be him. If we can just get him to... wake up a bit. As if in answer to this, a loud crack echoes through the room and Tarzo's stone tumbles across the floor of its own volition. It shatters into the form of a tiny woman made entirely of stone. The strange spren looks up to you and speaks to a voice like churning gravel. I am Poahu. Take me to Herald, and I will help.
Your stone, Gale, it's talking. Stones aren't meant to talk.
Would I know what this is, James?
You would know it's a spren. You might not know the specific spren, but you could ask.
Aren't sprens like this meant to be like this really rare, thing that very few people see?
Some spren are, but things like emotion spren you see all the time. Like, okay. When people are particularly fearful or angry. You probably saw fear spren amongst the person you were chasing when you hadn't cornered, but some spren are rarer than others. Some haven't been seen in a long time.
Okay.
To show you, this is what you see, by the way.
Okay, that's adorable.
But you can ask them what they are.
Yes, I shall ask what they are.
I am a peak spren. Tarzo was mine, and I was his. He would have made a fine stone ward.
No, he would.
You don't know what a stone ward is?
Oh, no, do I not yet? Sorry.
No.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
He'll raise an eyebrow at that.
You actually asked the question?
Yeah, he'll raise an eyebrow. What's a stone ward?
Radiance, shapers of stone, soldiers of honor, with one of you, yes, with you, a bond, stone wards return.
Okay. And he'll sort of look at I forgot her name, sorry, James, the woman who we're...
Liss.
He'll just sort of look at Liss, sort of confused.
With
a sort of help look.
Well, I don't know much about the Radiants. They're legends from ages past. Supposedly they used lost powers to save us from the desolations, but they vanished thousands of years ago. And it's said the Honor Blades can give power like the Radiants, but I guess this one can shape stone? That's what it seems to be saying. Poirot always did speak to the stone, and his people have a thing with stone, but this is a new one to me. But they seem quite eager to help.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming they're the same size as the stone that was around his neck. In which case he'll sort of kneel down to their height and put his hand out to it to sort of offer it to climb up.
They climb up. Herald Town knows us. Our patron, he will talk to me.
And you will understand what he's saying?
They nod eagerly. Oh, okay. Liz sort of pauses here. Well, I know where town's been taken, and I reckon I know where in that place he's been taken. But it's going to be up to you guys to infiltrate, because they paid me to be a contact. They didn't pay me enough to take those sort of risks. But if you're looking for your herald, you're going to need to get into the monastery in the heart of the Kholin war camp. He's probably be, if I know the typical treatment for such a thing, he's probably been left alone in a dark cell. That's considered the treatment for his instability.
Lovely.
Alright.
You're able to get us a audience with them?
You're not going to be able to get an audience. There's only one way in, and that's you're going to have to sneak in without.
I see.
Actually, wait, no, just a second. It does. Give me the options here. Sorry, because it says
no stranger to donning a disguise. Perhaps if we sneak into the barracks, I can steal a uniform and pretend to act as one of the guards.
Just see if there's something else here. That feels a weird thing. So so you need to infiltrate the monastery, find the Herald Tarn, and ask him where his honor blade has been taken. It's not going to be easy. If you made any friends in the camp or got any favors, it might be a good time to get some information. Or, a couple of you look like the soldiery types. You might be able to blend in if you get the right uniform, like you said. Or,
it's one of my greatest strengths. Just need a toupee.
Yeah, because I can't say exactly what you're going to face because I've not been inside myself. And as for you, my bald-headed friend, you're going to want to be extra careful.
Why is that?
Well, I would imagine if a Shin was caught sneaking around near one of the High Prince's most guarded encampments, they might get the wrong idea. Might think it's another assassin in white.
How ironic that would be.
What if they came in as a prisoner?
Interesting way. So you could if you get the right papers, you could certainly do that, or arrange maybe you could get some forged orders for a meeting in the monastery if you know someone who's good at that sort of thing.
Gail just look at Rook.
You want me to go in as prisoner? I'd much rather not be caught up in the same confined isolated confinement as this one.
Going along with your steely uniform, though, one of us we be the ones to take you in, fake orders.
Yeah, so my concern is any of you had any experience as disguising yourselves?
No, but I'm quite adept at telling people when acting the role.
So one thing possible, considering you do have your connection with your patron, you might be able to send word to them and get a meeting via that. You've also just going over things, so you've got obviously the guards, at least some of the soldiers, are wanting to do that raid against the Parshendi, which could get you some favor and some influence with the guards to be able to maybe sneak past or persuade your way past, or gather information. There was the mention of the gambling, where you saw one of the guards go there. Maybe you could whittle him down enough he has to bet his uniform.
Yeah.
Rather than steal it.
I mean, we could find a mixture of...
Yeah. You've also got some, like, strong alcohol, so you could try to, like, bribe or even get the guards drunk. Probably going to be tricky because she'll even say this. So the tricky part is you're not going to be dealing with just your average soldier to get into them. You're going to have to deal with some of the High Prince's guards. They're a bit stricter, but still, with the right orders or the right lies, you can probably get through.
I mean, yeah, we could do what we sort of said, try multiple avenues.
Lord Tan or Sigwid, do either of you have any suggestions for this?
I could go in as a because of her knowledge of bookish entity. Could she go in as posing as someone who wants to like research the religion around the monastery?
Yes, you could definitely use that. I mean, there would definitely be people of religion there. It's a monastery, so you could say you're here to see some of the Ardents to discuss things. Not a bad shout. Definitely worth considering. Lortan, any ideas?
No.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to we're going to wrap up shortly, but I'm going to just read one more bit as perhaps you're wandering about after this meeting with Liz, who says that once you're successful, she'll would she do something like that? Sorry. She'll be here should you need her for anything further. But for now, that is where we will wrap. Actually, no. As you leave to potentially go and do your plans, you hear a shout, "Oi!" A soldier calls out as you're making your way back to the war camps to discuss your plans, perhaps heading back to the ornery Chull, as you've got room there. Despite his well-manicured uniform, he has a wild look to his eyes. A squad of 4 armed men surround him, each of them wearing the forest green and burgundy of High Marshal Amaram. Seems like you're building quite a reputation for yourself around here. You want to tell us what's really going on? Or do we skip straight to the fun part? He draws his sword and the others follow his lead. And that is where we shall end tonight's session.
Sure. Damn. Getting into all kinds of trouble.
And, that's where we'll end tonight's session. We'll be back again on the 20th, hopefully. Providing everyone's available then, but obviously if they're not, we'll let people know. And join us tomorrow for the dinner party with Tomb of Annihilation. Sunday for Call of the Deep. I do not know if they have a party name. Do we have any? Do we still have more Root, or is Root finished?
Root finished.
Root is finished now, yeah.
Okay,
we are back with we are still back regardless with the jumping junipers.
Jumping junipers.
Little one shot. Yes.
One shot. And then on Tuesday, we'll be back with the Hanged Man part 30 at this point, I think, for the Temple Tower Rock. Join us then. Bye for now.
Bye.
Hi.